With scenarios based on September or December timelines, our estimates show that the city could lose between $168 million and $260 million this year. These impacts are serious. Today we talked about using a number of financial tools to balance the budget, and we will return to Council on April 27th for a more detailed discussion about specific options. There are difficult decisions ahead, and those decisions include spending reductions. At his midday news conference today, Mayor Iveson mentioned that there will likely be further temporary reductions in staff in an organization where a high proportion of our costs are salaries. This is one of our expenditure reduction options. I don't want to sugarcoat this. The executive leadership team and I are having frank and realistic conversations with Mayor and Council and our union and management partners about this very action. I know this will create even more uncertainty for our city employees. This may be especially troubling for those who have other family members who have experienced job loss. This is the situation that we're in, and I wish I had a different message to share with our city employees. Rest assured, when further temporary layoffs are announced, employees will hear from us first. Those affected will be supported in ways like we supported our community and recreation facility colleagues with supplementary unemployment benefits to help ease the temporary loss of a regular paycheck. I know I've said this before, but these are truly extraordinary circumstances which continue to call for extraordinary measures. We're communicating with other big cities across the country on a regular basis to share ideas and solutions and to keep the public safe while at the same time working to ensure we have a plan for revenue loss. We are seeking financial relief from other orders of government, but we can't bank on this. It's also important for Edmontonians to know that increasing taxes to make up for this shortfall is not on the table. We don't want to make life more difficult than it already is during these unprecedented times. If we do start to see that the relaxation of the restrictions aren't happening as quickly as we all hope, then we absolutely would have to come back to Council with additional strategies to manage those revenue and expenditure reduction needs to support them. And those could come in the similar form that we've identified now in terms of expenditure reduction or leaning on our capital program or potentially tapping into our financial stabilization reserve. But at this point in time, we feel comfortable with the numbers that we presented in September, and we're hopeful that we'll start to see some of the restrictions lift, but we are prepared if that should continue.